But all right. Yeah, let's take a look at these plays here. So first up here, we got vote 1 for Forky's Flippy Dribble. This is going to be vote 1 for this one. Vote 1 for this one.
Okay, clip it, baby. Clip it, baby. I know one of you gotta clip it.
Oh shit, that's over 0.
Okay, clip it, baby. Clip it, baby. I know one of you gotta clip it.
So that's vote 1 there for Forky's Flippy Dribble. Buns, Wacon was referencing a little back and forth we had earlier. That's what he was talking about. Where if you look at the stats, it happened. He was making a joke earlier about how we were talking about the validity of stats to measure things. I remember this one. I think it was my favorite. All right. I don't know why Alex saying that was so funny to me. I feel like it's just kind of, whenever I talk disembodied, I feel like it's just really like weird and uncomfortable in a way that often turns into being slightly funny. I don't know. Anyways, next up here, vote 2. No worries, Bones. I was just trying to explain to you what the context was. And more than anything, I was trying to make sure you realize that Wacon wasn't just blindly accepting government statistics as truth, because I'm sure he would never do such a thing as that. Anyways, next up here is vote 2 for a low-key bump shot. Bears was saying not willing to kill this player right before showtime, but nah, so I think Bears just like stopped scouting when he got to that one. He was like, well, I don't want to vote nay on it, but I'm damn sure not voting yay on it. I think he just like closed his laptop and like walked away. Anyways, this is vote 2 here. This is from the Grand Series yesterday, the South American RLCS. We got Ints Esports going up against Low Key Esports. Ints Esports, saying that makes me think of the like, you know, the house music joke where it's like Ints Esports. I don't know. Anyways, still scoreless game 2. Blue won the first game, but you know, now we're in game 2 here. So vote 2 for this one.
De parte de réplica, da toquecito, la bola sale hacia afuera, Bellota que tiene que recibirla, la toque fuerte, la va a recibir Thunder, buena jugada, tiene oportunidad de pase para Card que se adelanta. ¡Oh! No fue, no se adelanta para nada, fue por el toque, fue por sacar al portero, excelente jugada de Card y logran el primer gol los chicos de Loki.
No. Card, increíble. Por favor.
Me extraña de parte de réplica, da el toquecito, la bola sale hacia afuera, Bellota que tiene que recibirla, la toque fuerte, la va a recibir Thunder, buena jugada, tiene oportunidad de pase para Card que se adelanta.
¡Oh!
No fue, no se adelanta para nada, fue por el toque, fue por sacar al portero, excelente jugada de Card y logran el primer gol los chicos de Loki.
No. Card, increíble.
So that's vote 2 right there for a little, you know, pop and bump. I'm kind of with Bears. Wasn't a huge fan of that one, but I don't know. It's something. It's a Rocket League play, I guess, technically. Done that before, just close scout because you can't bring yourself to vote on a play. Yeah, I don't know. I have no sense of, like, pride anymore with regards to, like, you know, my yays and nays. So if I really, like, you know, if I were in Bears' situation, I would just say yay. Fuck it. I'm not a huge fan, but whatever. I wanted to be on the show. Alright, which one is supposed to win? My vote is number 5, but we'll see what you guys think. Sometimes I wish Alec would add a skip on Scout. He did, it's called nay. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, no, I will never add a skip because you need to make up your fucking mind. And if you're like not feeling it, vote nay. You know, if you're like, there's no like skip option. You gotta decide if you think it should be on the show, vote yay. If you think it shouldn't, vote nay. You know, if you really can't make up your mind, you're torn, vote nay. Unless it's like a really slow day and you feel like, you know, fuck it, why not? Let's at least take a look at this one, then vote yay. It's like, the only thing a skip would do, is allow people to just like skip through until they get to like whatever shit they want to see. You know, like until they get to like Scrub Killer streams or like, you know, RLCS or whatever. And then that fucks up the whole
fuck.
like...
I can't believe you've done this.
What's up, 6ix9ine? Fucks up the whole, like, ordering and, you know, the sense of, like, trying to make sure every play gets seen a roughly even number of times. Like, all it would do is, like, now suddenly everyone's just skipping through to squishy streams. And it's, you know, squishy plays are getting a ton of votes. And because it's biased towards yay, that means we're going to see a lot more squishy plays. So, no, there will never be a skip function. If you want to stall out decisions, fuck off to the government. Manhattan, this ain't for you. Yep. Manhattan is trying to join the CIA. That is true. That is true. He is a, you know, dirty, rotten scoundrel. Anyways, next up here, vote 3 for Cannibal's bouncy play. Now we're in United Rogue here. This is the Ramen Bowl, which is one of their higher level leagues, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me just check this. Yeah, this is their highest level league for above Champ 3, or Champ 3 and above, I'm pretty sure. So, around halftime, gray team up 1-0, but red team up 1-0 in the series. So here's this, it's vote 3.
Looking for it. Oh, nice demo on the backside. Dust Boy's out of the play. Cannibal takes control, plays it down to XLI. XLI back to Cannibal. Cannibal up and in. Cannibal. Woo! Highlight reel tonight.
Absolutely, and taking the 2-0 lead in the second game, Carolina really trying to come back out with a good series showing. Cannibal with a great touch off the side post with a great read into the back of the net. Both teams coming off a loss from last week.
Looking for it. Oh, nice demo on the backside. Dust Boy's out of the play. Cannibal takes control, plays it down to XLI. XLI back to Cannibal. Cannibal up and in. Cannibal. Woo! Highlight reel tonight.
Absolutely, and taking the 2-0 lead in the second game, Carolina really trying to come back out with a good series showing. Cannibal with a great touch off the side post with a great read.
So that's vote 3 for that one there. Cannibal's bouncy play. Oh, something kind of interesting going on there. It's you know, a little unusual. I used to watch his 1v1 videos, but Kevbert came back. I'm so happy. Yeah, that's fun. Cannibal guy was popping off. He had 4 clips or something. Nice. You never know, like, if people are, like, clipping their own shit or something like that. And whenever, like, someone's got a bunch of plays clipped and, like, disproportionately large number of plays clipped, I always just assumed that, like, they're going through, or, like, a friend of theirs is going through and clipping their plays for some reason. But, yeah, I think I remember seeing a few Cannibal plays. Yeah. All right. Next up here, we got vote 4 for Skills Ceiling Shot Flip Reset. Bunts pointing out that the defense forgot about the jump button, but, you know, still an interesting little play. Here's this. This is going to be vote 4 for this. Note the score line. Blue team up 3-1 right around halftime. Again, vote 4 for this one.
Oh, dude. Oh my god. I don't know if you just saw that, guys, but he just obliterated them. His skills, a 2-man squad. Skills is in RLS. If so, why? Oh, dude. Oh my god. I don't know if you just saw that, guys, but he just obliterated them. His skills, a 2-man squad. Skills is in RLS.
You see the other plays, Manhattan? Wait, was that not... That wasn't even a ceiling shot?
Guys, but he just obliterated them.
Oh, shit, you're
His
right.
skills, a 2-man squad.
Skills, twisty flip reset. There you go. Now it's accurate. So that's vote 4 for that one there. And then last up here, vote 5 for Joyo's flip reset double that takes like 15 years. Honestly, the first time I saw this, when he scored, I was like, wait, was that all the same aerial? It's not that crazy. I was just like shocked that he was like still up from the original aerial. So yeah, this is vote 5 for this one here. Blue team up 2-1 about a minute in. Vote 5 for this one. Vote 5 for this one. I don't know why sometimes I forget how to like close out of watching a play. Anyways, that's vote 5 for that one right there. Shutson saying, damn, that's pretty. Wakon saying, I haven't seen this move since Bronze 3. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not the coolest fucking thing. It's just sort of impressive how long he manages to stay up in the air. Who is Joyo, by the way? I don't know. I mean, I definitely know that name. I don't know why, though. I'm pretty sure that's not Joyo. Teaming with Ease and Max Cerns for Team Malevolent. 1900, rank B+. Shit, that's the English flag? Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Guess he's English. Yeah, this is Joyo right here. This is everything we know about him. This is what he looked like when he was 8, I guess. It's actually pretty adorable. Anyways. My word, just had a little read of those Twit longer posts in Discord. Can't understand how taking a position of essentially your feelings and opinions are invalid. Memes take precedence. It's meant to reinforce your argument. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, it's this ridiculous PewDiePie logic of like, oh, well, I can be a racist asshole as long as I say I'm kidding afterwards. It's like, no! No, there's actual, like, real harm that gets done to people in the world as a result of that. You need to take fucking responsibility for, you know, the shit that you say. So, yeah, Barris, I kind of agree. He is a Rocket League player, very true. Yeah, say it's between 1 and 5, Bears agreeing. Saying it's 2019, Bears memes are always the most important thing of anything. I mean, it's really just a thing of like, you know, it's not even that they're saying memes are more important than people's feelings. The reasoning was, oh, well, you're wrong to feel that way because we're just kidding. It's like, no, you're taking it seriously. We're just joking. It's like, yeah, you're joking. It's a joke to you, the person's identity and life and safety. They're a joke to you. To you, it's funny that people, like, you know, harass people and you know, go on murder sprees and kill people and rape people and shit. Like, it's like real harm that we're dealing with here. But, like, to you, it's just a joke. So that means it's not serious, because to you, it's a joke. It's like, dude, you know, look around for, like, 2 seconds and realize that there is actually a world outside of your own fucking skull. Oh, Joro. Joro's definitely a person in Manhattan. Joro was on, like, the Dudes and you know, some other team that I forget. But yeah, he is a much more, Joro is a much more recognizable name than Joyo. Sorry, we pretty much picked 1 and 5 here. We've got the 2 blue guys are the only 2 votes that have been cast. Manhattan on 5 and Bunce on 1. That's what happened when we mock Alec's code. It's a joke to us, but Alec actually weeps when he gets off each night. I don't quite weep, you know. It's honestly kind of the opposite, actually. It's not that like I take it really seriously when you guys are mean about it. It's that I'm like really fucking happy and proud whenever it works, and you guys are always just like, cool, you've made a basic fucking feature. I'm like, yeah, the bar goes woo, and I just sit there like making the bar go like this for like 20 minutes, just go oh. Woo! That's really the way it's like more of a thing to me. I don't, you know, I know it's fucking broken and I get like agitated and, you know, write it down to go fix it at some point, but like, you know, you guys are right. It's not like you're just like mocking me and everything I stand for, but it's that you don't appreciate how awesome the things that I'm super proud of. That's the real disconnect. Kid sent me a horribly offensive Holocaust meme, and when I told him to never send me something like that again, he said I was just kidding, then asked why I care because I'm not Jewish. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you know, the word kid, I think, is especially informative in that sentence. A kid sent me a horribly offensive Holocaust meme. And again, I think I've talked about this before, you know, there is a part of like adolescence that is all about finding out where the lines are. You know, figuring out what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, what people are okay with, what they're not okay with. And to do that, you know, you gotta do some shit that's not okay. And then people have to be like, hey, fuck, like, that's not fucking okay. Don't do that shit. And then, you know, part of growing up is interrogating why did they react that way? what, like, is there some sort of reasonableness to it? Is there actually a reason that I shouldn't make Holocaust jokes and shit like that? Or are they just like being overly sensitive, you know, adults who don't appreciate like fun anymore? And, you know, like when you growing up is realizing, oh, there actually is like serious shit at work here. There actually are reasons that I shouldn't say the N-word. It's not just this like arbitrarily decided upon thing of like, oh, white people aren't allowed to say the N-word anymore. You know, like whatever drinking game that is, where I think it's the one with the cup, or not the cup, King's Cup is I think what it's called, but where you got to put the playing cards under the beer can pop tab. And when it like opens, the game's over or whatever, but you like keep pulling tabs, and if you get like queen, you get to make a rule or whatever. And it's just like, anyways, the point is you live in this world where people are just like arbitrarily making rules. Like, oh, if you say the word the, you got to do a shot or whatever, you know? And like, that's kind of the way video games are a lot, where there's just these like arbitrarily imposed rules that like, you know, the creators put in to like, you know, for whatever reason, just to create the situation that they wanted. And you know, also as a kid, most rules just sort of don't make sense to you. You don't understand the history of them. So you're living in this world that's full of arbitrary rules. And then, you know, you have to figure out which ones are actually like legit and which ones are bullshit. So I like kind of like, you know, don't write kids off for not understand. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, you don't understand why Holocaust memes are bad. You're a terrible person. Like, no, you're just a kid who's, you know, trying to find the limits. But at the same time, the way you learn where that limit is getting smacked in the nose with a newspaper, you know? So it's not like, it's not okay to cross the line. It's okay to cross the line, but it's not okay. You know, it's a tough balance to strike there. I don't know. I like when actually weeps when he gets off. Gotta love no context. Well, that part's true, definitely. I just want to be included in the joke, guys. Yep. Oh, thanks, Shutson. We've all said something fucked up in our teens. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and honestly, like, you know, I'm a little older than some of you guys, and like, you know, the sort of politically correct movement wasn't really a thing when I was a teenager, so we just went fucking wild. You know, no one was making us think about like the ethical implications of the jokes we were making. It was just fucking the Wild West out there, making all kinds of fucking jokes. And then people were like, hey, yo, do you guys realize that like other people have feelings too? And then everyone was like, what? Shit, that's crazy. And then we started having to think about what kind of jokes we made. Anyways, what's up, Vukarma? How you doing? People in their mid-20s have such a weird stance. All their grandparents and probably parents are mostly racist, whereas the younger generation takes it very seriously. Yeah, for sure. I like I'm saying, like I feel like kind of, you know, I'm about to turn 29. And I feel like, you know, give or take like 3 or 4 years is like exactly what Satan's describing. We're like, you know, we're like, you know, we grew up, I at least, I grew up in like a diverse enough environment, you know, like culturally and locally, where I'm like just sort of not racist, you know. I grew up seeing other races doing people things, and it was like a total like, yeah, of course black people are just the same as white people. Like, it's just on a fundamental level I accept that. But like my parents' generation, no. You know, as much as my parents like try very hard not to be racist, they grew up in a world where white people were awesome and black people were poor and shitty. It's not black people's fault that that's the way it was. It was a horrible history of systemic oppression, but that was just sort of the reality of their world. Was everyone they know who's good and pretty and nice and well off is white, and then all the black people and all the other minorities are poor and you know, like different and other. And so it's just sort of on a really innate level, even if they're trying their best not to be racist, they are just kind of fundamentally racist. And then the kids below us, it's like this big fucking deal. Like I was just saying, for us, there was no politically correct thing as we were young. So we have this sort of culture based around like fucking Family Guy and South Park. You know, just like whatever crazy, edgy, worst thing you can say is the funniest thing. And then the kids below us are like, oh no, everything is very serious. You can't say jokes like that. Although to be fair, we were just talking about how the teenagers are also making these edgy jokes, so I don't know that I can really stand behind that. But yeah, it's a weird place to be. We're sort of straddling, you know, the generations there. Same person wrote a fake soccer scholarship to UNC for himself and pretends to go out of town every week on a soccer tournament. Wait, what? So he's like, he cheated his way into UNC? Or I don't understand this little anecdote here, Punts, but sounds shitty. I called someone an N-word when I was like 8. Yeah, that went down well. Nice. I also went through a phrase of calling people cunts because in my head it began with a C, so it was equally as insulting as crap. That's funny. Being a kid is weird. Fair enough. Or, yes it is. That's the one I meant to go with. Thanks, Fukarma. Holy shit, some of the stuff my grandma comes out with shocking, really? Yeah, absolutely. My parents are fine with race, but not so great on sexuality. Yeah, I mean, again, like, my parents, you know, like, if you explain to them how something they were doing is racist, they would totally be like, oh, shit, I, like, didn't realize, and would, like, immediately try to correct it and all that sort of shit. But, like, you know, this is just sort of the way they frame racism is a very old-fashioned way of thinking of it, and they just sort of have kind of inherent biases that they have to work to overcome. But, yeah, trans people gave my parents a little bit of trouble. I think they're pretty much on board these days, but that was rough for them. My grandma just gets drunk on scotch, then farts everywhere and makes up random stories. That sounds fun. Luckily, my brother is woke, so I leave the preaching to him. Nice. Don't take it from granted. Mine doesn't even have a working mind no more. Yeah, I'm down to one living grandparent, but, you know, the other motherfuckers were definitely racist. He wrote a letter that said, like, hey, you're into UNC for soccer, but it was completely fake. He wrote it himself. So he's just currently pretending that he's going to go to UNC for a soccer scholarship, but, like, he's not. And so for now, he's just, like, going on fake trips this weekend. I just don't, like, get the scheme he's trying to pull. Huh. Is he, like, into college somewhere? Some people, I know, that's it, like, some people are just fucking liars, man. They just enjoy lying. Or maybe they don't enjoy it, but they just can't help themselves, and they just compulsively, you know, make up stories about shit. Why do people need validation so much? Because it's, you know, how we're built. We're just validation-seeking machines. This past weekend, he put on his Snapchat story, in New York City for the tourney, 2-0-W, scored both goals. And then motherfuckers, it's just, and then there's, like, I don't know. And then motherfuckers are out there believing people when they say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I swear to God, the number of girls who have told me things about boys they're kind of into that I've just, like, been like, oh, that's not true. He's lying. That's not a true thing. And she's like, no, it's so true. He told me this whole story. It's like, no, he's lying to you. He made up that thing. He made up the whole story, and none of it's true. He greatly embellished, probably right here. And she's like, no, he's a sweet guy. He wouldn't do that. And then, like, 6 months later, they're like, oh my God, he was totally lying about this thing. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you at the time. Such a fucking pattern that I'm so sick of repeating. Nothing like a good compulsive liar in the friendship group makes for a lot of fun calling them out. Yeah, as long as they keep it small scale. I knew a compulsive liar once who scammed his girlfriend out of like $20,000. That was fun. We weren't really friends. It's a whole long story that I do not feel like telling you guys right now, but it's a great fucking story. Yeah, mostly I can't tell you now because I just ruined like the first part of the punchline. So I gotta tell it to you guys some other time when you don't realize that that's what's going on. Cause yeah, that dude was fucked up. I think he's still in prison. I don't know, haven't checked in with him in a while. Last time I heard about what he was up to, he was in New York State Penitentiary. I don't know how it's going since then. Then put a picture of the interior of a plane with beds and was like, on my way home, you Google plane with beds, and it's the first fucking picture that pops up. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is these people who don't even like, they're not even like good at it, you know? They just lie like fucking casually and with no effort whatsoever. Maybe he's lying to you, Bunce, because he doesn't want to seem like he has this privileged lifestyle. Ooh. Is it this one? Definitely that one. Definitely. I love the little suitcase trunk. I feel like that's the nicest touch in this whole thing. Actually, no, the sky rug. Holy shit, that rug is awesome. Look at that, it's like a big cloud on a rug. The like plane paintings, that's a step too far. And like the luggage chalk art, that's a step too far. This elevates it to the level of a psychopath who's just like way too obsessed with planes. This is just a weird little touch. I don't think a plane has ever been filled up from one of these old-fashioned roadside gas things. But like this cloud rug is fucking dope. I think the reason compulsive liars get caught out easily is after the first few slip-ups, people start fact-checking. Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. And you lose people's trust. I think also, you know, there's just a type of lie that people tell that is just like, you know, that you can just sort of be like, that's why, what? You're obviously lying, and there's no reason for you to lie, and you're clearly a compulsive liar, and you're just like, you know, as you get older, you just sort of start getting a sense of those sorts of things. Thing is, he continues to deny it. Yeah, well, because that's the thing. You could have these like compulsive liars. You have them dead to rights. You're literally showing them like receipts that prove that they were like home this weekend and they were buying things at like the convenience store down the street. And then you show them like game footage of the 2 goals that were scored, and you like literally have them dead to rights, and they just like, you know, don't have that thing in them to be like, all right, yeah, sorry, I made it up, and they just double down and double down and double down. It's like, no, well, my mom bought that, you know, bought some things, but then she was showing me the receipt, and I grabbed it and put it in my pocket, and that's why you think this receipt was like my receipt. And like, you know, that's not from the same game. That's actually from a year earlier, but there was an error on that footage where they accidentally, you know, said 2019 instead of 2018. So it says that it's 2019's game this weekend, but it's actually from 2018. And you're like, but the calendar was different. That wasn't a weekend. Yeah, they did it on a Thursday, you know, last year because there was a rain out when it was supposed to happen. And so it got moved to a Thursday. And it's just like, oh my God, man. Just fucking tell some semblance of the truth. What's up, Seps? Kids be crazy indeed. I pride myself on my ability to lie on the spot, though. Got out of some sticky situations in school. Nice. It is a very helpful skill, definitely. Pride ain't the right word, but oh well. I don't know. Pride kind of works. I mean, pretty ain't the right word, but pride works. Yeah, I think it's important to be able to think on your feet and like sort of concoct realities around stories that you're telling. But, you know, you got to use that power for good, not for evil. That's the root of it. Works on the cops. Yep. You're Purdy for sure. Yes, he is. All right. Trying to figure, I mean, it looks like we can get rid of plays 2, 3, and 4. I'm just trying to decide if I need to play 1 and 5 again for you guys to ask you about it, but I don't think so. I think 2, 3, and 4 are kind of obviously weak enough that we can just sort of play them and everyone will be like, yeah, no, I'm good with getting rid of that. So anyone want to fight for this one here? I'll just sort of leave it playing for a little bit. Shuts is saying kill 2 for sure. Yeah, I don't know, this is legitimately like one of the most common plays in the world. It's basically just an aerial bump. That's what we're looking at here. So, anyone a huge fan of this one? All right, Shiny's going for 5. What's up, Shiny? Is that you gaveling, Shutson? You're saying kill 2, kill 1, boom, call it. Let's go for 5. I don't know. We can put 1 and 5 up against each other for a little bit. I do think there's some folks who just aren't feeling 5 at all and might want to go for 1. I just missed the sound. Fair enough. What's up, Nip? Yeah, you ain't missed much. We've been kind of just shooting the shit. Not a particularly good day play-wise. Last call if anyone really loves this play right here. I'm about to eliminate it. Same was like 10 days late. Yep. Alright, yeah, let's knock 2 out of there. I'm gonna leave 3 for a little bit. I feel like 3, I don't know, it's in competition. It's like mildly interesting. I'm gonna leave 3 for now, but I think 4 we can get rid of pretty easily. This is really just a flip reset. Anyone a big fan of this? Anyone totally blown away by Skills' skills right here? For the love of God, I hate Bear. He made me 99 rep. I feel bullied. He gave you a gift. What are you talking about? He gave you 9 rep. How is that an act of cruelty? You ain't getting any other either. Nope. All right, Bear's throwing out some nays. Because Manhattan and Wake wanted to troll me. Yep. He did it instead. Fair enough. Why would I troll? Why would Wacon ever troll anybody? Wacon, the kindest, sincerest, most helpful soul we've gotten here. You're accusing him of trolling? For shame, Niptrox, for shame. Alright, last call for anyone to be super impressed by this before I, you know, kill it. I honestly blame Shutson for talking about this a month ago. Just blame everybody, Niptrox. Blame everybody but yourself. Classic Niptrox. Just blaming everybody else, never taking a look at himself, saying, what did I do to get to 99 rep, you know? Should I have maybe been less of a helpful contributor so I didn't get up to 100 in the first place and get knocked back down to 90, you know? That was an option. Should I maybe never have come to the stream in the first place so I wouldn't have any rep? That was another thing you could have done. You know, so many things you could have done, Niptrox, to spare yourself the situation. But here you are, tossing blame around like it's fucking candy. Who voted for this? Shutson? Is that a serious vote, Shutson? You want to explain to me why you like this so much, or can I just kill it and ignore you? Maybe that's why you stay at 99. Exactly. I love how those are our most used commands. I'm pretty sure our most used command is lull. But let's go find out real quick what our most used command is. Top command is lull, yeah. Giveable. Follow age. Really? But Wacon is number 5 with 6 uses, and Nightbot is his number is tied for 6th or whatever at 5 uses. So yeah, they're both in the top 10. Vermont is also up there. Scout, I mean honestly, Lull, which is 28, and then Giveable, which is 23, and then Follow Age, which is just because it was getting spammed yesterday at 9, and then Finalists. But then it's Wacon, then How To, then Justa, then Scout, then Nightbot, then Vermont. Yep. Name calling everybody. Yep. Give me 0 rep. You should, Alec. Yeah, thank you, Niptrox. Now you're taking a look at yourself. Now you're seeing what we're all trying to say. Never should have come in the first place. He's called Skills. What the fuck do I need to say more? What's the trophy with my name? I approve. Oh, you're the top chatter for the last week, Shutson. You, Manhattan, Wacom, Bears, Bunce, me, Princey, Exile, Guan, and Niptrox. Those are our top 10 chatters for the last week. In the past week, though, what about the last month? Yeah, I don't think it'll do last month. I don't think there's any way to get that information. It's so weird, because they clearly have the data. They just won't let me, like, browse it, you know, somewhere on, like, a whole thing. I mean, there's, like, logs, but that's... Oh, wow, is that... This is just my chat logs. How far back does this go? Aw, just to March 31st, 2019? That's not fun at all. But yeah, that's it. That's like all the data I can get. Clearly have it. Won't let me get it. It's 'cause I fucking spam chat. Top 10 losers. Yep, it's not really a competition. I was just thinking that, Bunce. Like, I do process every message. It would not be that hard. Just create a database of like all chat messages and then do some work on, you know, on data on it. But I don't know. I don't feel like data mining you guys that hard. You can see individual chat history if you click our names. I didn't realize that. I didn't. Yeah, look at that. Where does that go? Probably shouldn't have clicked the guy who chats the most, but whatever. Huh. I didn't realize that. That's kind of cool. I should split my long messages. If you insist, Bears. It's a skewed stat. All you kids type like 8 different messages with one full sentence, whereas I write a fucking paragraph in one message. It should track coherent and relative words. It should say, and I might also point out it's just for the last week, which you weren't really here for. So that's the other reason you're not up there. I think you usually are. You just weren't here last week. It's multiple entries to take that trophy. I just want to be clear that I will never, ever congratulate someone on having that trophy, and will probably not show you guys again who has it. So, fuck all your attempts at gaming this system. Alright, so I'm trusting that Shutson's vote was silly there, so let's get that out of the way. So, yeah, now we're down to these three right here. I'm just going to play through them again and see if anyone wants to, you know, put some actual votes on the board. Again, we got Bunts on number 1, Shiny and Manhattan on number 3. Nobody yet for, sorry, on number 5. Nobody yet on number 3. But maybe someone will like it. I don't know. So here's number 1. This is Forky with a freaky little, or flippy little dribble.
Okay, clip it, baby. Clip it, baby. I know one of you gotta clip it.
So there's number 1, and here's number 3. This is in the United Rogue Ramen Bowl. That's their highest level for, you know, Grand Champs, I guess. Above Champ 3. Does that mean Grand Champ, or is there like a Champ 4? I feel like there's no Champ 4. Anyway, it's for above Champ 3. Red team's up a game. Gray team's up a goal. Here's this. It's vote 3.
Looking for it. Oh, nice demo on the backside. Dust Boy's out of the play. Cannibal takes control, plays it down to XLI. XLI back to Cannibal. Cannibal up and in. Cannibal. Woo! Highlight reel tonight.
Absolutely, and taking the 2-0 lead in the second game, Carolina really trying to come back out with a good series showing. Cannibal with a great touch off the side post with a great read into the back of the net.
So that's vote 3 for that one there. Then we got vote 5 here for the JoyoRL flip reset double that takes like 15 seconds. Did I say seconds? I feel like I would have gone years. Yeah, 15 years. This is going to be vote 5 for this one. Note the score line. Down by 1 minute in. Bikini Weekend 69. Thanks for the follow. Anyways, here's this. It's vote 5. So that's vote 5 for that one. So Shutson dropping a vote 5 on the board. Anyone else got any thoughts? Saying about number 3, the butt pass give and go ain't actually too bad. And yeah, I do kind of like 3. I mean, I still think 5 is just slightly more interesting, but I'm not mad about 3. Anyone want to actually argue this is the best of the bunch, or should we get it out of here and officially just make it 1 and 5? Poor goalie smashed the crossbar. I was wondering what happened to them. That kind of makes sense. I mean, ultimately, all he's really doing here is like landing and jumping, right? Yeah, like this isn't a really nice pass in the middle. It's a 50-50. Actually, no, that is a pass. So, all right. So, yeah, so he knocks the ball down to his teammate, who knocks it back up to him. And then he, you know, gets up and puts it in. I don't know. It's kind of decent. I'm still... Let's go back over to 5 for a second. Because this is really just, you know, a flip reset double touch with a lot of extra steps. I don't know. Bear saying it's a pass. Saying the finish isn't that amazing. Shutton saying more like a pass play. More like a pass on play 3. Yeah, no, that's a pass. It's definitely a pass. Let's go back to 1 for a second. 1 is like totally unremarkable, right? This is really just a pretty basic dribble. Crazy world out there these days, Ictato. What's up, by the way? Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know... He's only beating 1 guy here, really, right? That right there, and then it's an open net for the second shot. The second one for the shot. Gets over a guy, but yeah. The defender in 1 really wanted that side boost. You talking about at the beginning of the clip here? That right there. Or are you talking about Obros, who was like looking like he was going over for the side boost and then was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't, huh? What's up, man? Hope you've had a nice Monday and you all had a nice weekend. Yeah, I had a lovely weekend, heck. Hope you did as well. Looking at now like 3 more than 1. Yeah, I got nothing nice to say about 1. It's pretty. That's all I got. Sucker for dribbles. I won't fight for this if you want to kill it. All right. Shutson saying at the end he thinks better of it, but he almost goes for it. Yeah. So, all right, anyone else besides Bunce really, really loving this one? Or is it just Bunce who, you know, isn't really trying to fight for it? Because, yeah, I mean, the only guy he's really beating is this guy that Shutson's talking about, who's just, like, boost crazy. Staring longingly at the boost across the field. Hoping that he could go for it, but realizing at the last second that he can't. And then just being basically still already fucked at that point. And, you know, the guy in net is just beat. He gets flicked over, but that's not a particularly impressive move. Look how much boost he wastes going halfway, then turning back. Yeah, right? It's a good display of control, but yeah, the defender's left themselves in a bad spot. Yeah, I agree with that. It's pretty, but nah, I'm not going to fight for it. Forky is already dribbling him when he decides to go for boost. Yep. So, alright. Let's, yeah, I'm going to knock it out. Whoops. And then I just accidentally knocked out Cannibal too, which I didn't mean to do. Alright. Therefore, very bad defending in my book. Fair enough. I don't think the defender can be blamed much. I think it's not so much a thing of, like, we're blaming the defender for it, so much as we're just like, yeah, but, you know, the defender didn't make it too hard on him. You know, like, yeah, okay, he dribbles it by a guy, but that guy was sort of, like, you know, not putting up the strongest fight I've ever seen. Since I missed the previous rounds, I can't vote right? That is not at all true, Hectado. You are absolutely welcome to vote. That's only for people who are, like, brand new to the stream, where you have to be there for, you know, one of the earlier rounds to get rep so that you can vote in the final round. But you've already got rep, so you can vote in the final round. It's more on the first guy who shot. All right, you can play it that way too. Also, there were no previous rounds. Yeah, that too. Shutson with 4 messages where Satan would have 1. Yep. All right, Hectado also going for number 5. Yeah, like I said, 5 seems like the clear winner to me, but anyone want to argue for number 3? Anyone really loving this one here? Yeah, no worries, Zach. It's, you know, to be entirely honest, it's actually kind of a bullshit rule. There is a very easy workaround to it, and it is not actually the way I usually present it as being, but it's a very effective crowd control method to tell people that it works the way I tell people it does. So I tell people it works that way. What's up, J-Bob? How you doing? You are here. Is that really a command that we made? Really? Exclamation point daily says you are here. I would only argue for junior split prize, but I don't think I can sway anyone on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling like this deserves a junior prize. Bunce saying I think I can get behind number 3. Poor Bunce. Alright, you want to fight for it a little bit, Bunce? The workaround is literally just type vote, yeah, right? Not that I should be sharing that knowledge. Yes, correct, Shutson, on both counts. Worst case is that I've done it before. Nice. I mean, honestly, to me, worst case is that it is significantly harder to go to Twitch chat, type in exclamation point dailies, hit enter, wait for Nightbot to come back with the link and click on it, as opposed to just like going to dailies.gg. But I don't know, maybe you're worried that that's not actually the URL or something. I don't know. More because 5 just isn't doing it for me, though not really because I don't think the play is good. All right, thank you for clarifying that, because that is an important distinction in my mind. Like, I think we shouldn't split prizes when it's just like not everyone is sold on the one play. Like, if you really love this, that would be one thing. Or if you just like really, really liked it, you liked 5, but you really like this more, that would be one thing. We could talk about a split prize. But when it's just like you don't really like either of them, and you just feel like this is at least as good as the other one, then nah, I'm sorry. I don't think that's a case for splitting the prize. My argument is 3 is at least in competition, 5 is in a who gives a fuck ranked match. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like I said, I don't know, I'm kind of into 3. I just think it's just a little basic, you know. I don't know. It's a nice little give and go. I could be talked into liking 3 if anyone were really willing to fight for it. Let me go back over to 5 for a little bit, just so we can see this again. Because this is honestly just like a... No, this is pretty basic too. It's really just like, damn, he stayed up for a while. That's really the appeal of this play. So yeah, I don't know. I could be talked into 3. 5 definitely has a mechanics side, but goddamn, what a bland, boring setting. For sure. 3 is too basic for me despite the stakes, says Shutson. Bears saying defense on 5 seemed to be not doing a whole lot. No, 3 at least beats the defense. Yeah, what was someone saying about the defender crashing into the crossbar on this one? I don't know what that was about. Maybe that was about a different play? The only thing I see is an orange guy kind of like flopping off the back wall, but he's, you know, an attacker. J-Bob going for this one. Shutson saying he beats first guy with the touch he gets the reset on. Also, that's his team smashing the crossbar. Yeah. Saying he goes up the wall on the left post. That's his teammate. Yeah. Yeah, it's his teammate. He does crash into the crossbar. It's kind of funny, but, you know, doesn't really hurt the play. So yeah, the other guy is just sort of not playing defense. I don't know what the fuck LFL is doing there. He just seems to be literally driving in circles. To be honest, I don't think this is even ranked. I think this has a feeling of a casual match, and LFL is just like, you know, trying to go for like weird shit or something. I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of torn between 3 and 5. Bears saying the reset touch doesn't change the trajectory, though. Defender just shifts it in my mind. Whiffs? Yeah, whiffs it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is that the defender was expecting like a shot or a more powerful touch, and the fact that he goes for the reset touch is what throws off the defender instead of a more powerful touch. First guy makes a pretty decent challenge, says Buns. J-Bob saying he beats the second guy because of him doing the backflip. Yeah, I think so. Shutson saying I think it slows it down, hence why he passed in front of it. Yeah, exactly. Satan saying I didn't realize this was from a replay file. Yeah, it does seem to be. I don't know how you came to that conclusion, but that is kind of just the vibe I get from it. The thing I can't tell is, does it like freeze at the end like a GIF your game? Yeah, because GIF your games freeze at the end too. So it could be that, I don't know. Not much you can do from the ground in a situation. No, 5 is Joyo, 6'9". Literally an open net, yeah. I'm also torn. This one is considerably nicer to look at, though. No icons tells me replay. You mean no icons in the top right corner up here? Someone told me at some point you could turn those off. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, you're right. That probably does mean it's a replay. When you play the game, your team is always on the left of the scoreboard. There you go, Satan. That's definitely true. Yeah. You can turn them off, but it's never on in replays. Yeah, okay. But yeah, no. Shutson, blue is always left in replays, but in-game, your team is on the left. That is definitely a true thing. So yeah, that's true, Satan. This is a replay then. Not that it matters in any way. It's just, you know, a nice little bit of detective work. All right, Satan going for number 3 then. Yeah, and it's sort of a back and forth from XLI, too. I don't know. I'm coming around on this one. Like, that's a nice little touch right there, and it's a nice little pass up back to him. He could have hit the shot, you know, but I don't know. The other one, again, is just a flip reset double touch. Five is kind of sketched to me for some reason. Yeah, I feel you, 6'9". The defender driving in circles really bugs me on 5. But I don't really like this one. Yeah, it's definitely a very weak day today. Shustin saying I'm very torn, to be honest. Bunce agreeing. Satan saying he could have scored out of the air, but he didn't. But he also still finishes the play, for sure. Bears torn as well. All right, so we're all torn here. I don't know. That, to me, is also not an argument for splitting the prize. I think, again, if we can make up our minds, and, like, some of us make up our minds that we like 5 more, and some of us make up our minds that we like 3 more, I'm down to split the prize. But us all not being able to decide, to me, just means we got to keep talking about it for a little bit and see where we come down. Everyone abstain. All right, I'll make the decision if you guys want. Shustin saying, oh, damn, I didn't notice the open net. Yeah, not entirely open. Like, that guy does show up. What's up, Kenny? Unfortunately, you cannot vote because you do not have rep. We get brigaded a lot in the final round here. This is where we decide who wins, and sometimes people, like, get their friends to come in and vote. And so the way we deal with that is you have to, like, already be a member in order to vote. But you're more than welcome to share your opinion and to explain why you like play number 3 more, and I'll definitely take that into account. But your vote isn't actually going to, like, count and change the bar next to me or anything like that. All right, 6'9" coming down on number 3 as well. I like 3 more for the simple fact it's a team play with higher stakes. I agree with that. Bears agrees with that too. Shutson saying, although doing unnecessary additions to the play applies to 5 anyways. Bun saying, I'm not sure you can blame him for missing that. He doesn't really have time to react on that hit. He just falls onto it. Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, you could argue that his teammate could have given him a better pass, but I think it's still a pretty solid pass from the teammate. Kenny, thanks for the follow. Bun saying, no, I just read that. Shustin saying, you know what? I'm swayed. Vote 3. All right. Bun saying, vote 3. I'm convinced this is the better play now. Okay, what a turnaround. Indeed. 3 is kind of freestyle BS. You mean 5, right, Shutson? Because 5 I definitely agree with. This I do not agree at all. And Carolina Reapers, I live in the Carolinas. Shrug. I'm really grasping at straws here, boys. Help me out. Saying a little funny how it was like, I don't think I can convince people, but here we are. Yeah, you mean 5? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, 6'9", I think my strongest argument against 5 is to just look at LFL over here, this guy. Just, like, keep your eye on him. Don't watch the guy whose perspective we're watching from. Watch this defender right here and try and make sense of what he's doing. And then there he is again now in front of the net. Whoop, now he's not in front of the net. Now he's in front of the net again. Now he's not in front of the net. I think the dude is just driving around in circles, you know? I feel like he's not putting up any kind of fight here, and it makes me very suspicious of you know, not that there's any sort of, like, conspiracy behind this play or anything, but just it makes me less into it. Said you are more powerful than you realize. Yep. I mean, he would just put the ball in the middle of the field. What do you mean, 6'9"? Am I Bears? Maybe that's my ploy, maybe. Why would back post not apply the pressure there? Someone explain to me what 6'9" means. I don't... Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean, why doesn't this guy go for the attack instead of this guy right here? Like, why doesn't this guy come in and clear the ball out to the corner instead of this guy just, like, hopping off the wall randomly at the ball that's already past him? Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely. I mean, I doubt they're on comms or anything, so it's not, like, you know, totally befuddling that they would make that sort of confusion. But, yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm saying. The defense here is kind of waggy. Kind of makes me feel like this isn't a particularly serious game, or that Joyo has read that he doesn't need to take the defense too seriously and can go for crazy shit like this. that would send the ball into the middle where the guy would have a shot there anyways. Yeah. The defense here sucks butt. Yep, that's kind of what I'm arguing. Who is still on number 5? Shiny Waffles, Hectado, Manhattan, J-Bob. Any of you guys like around and still... Whoop. Shiny just took it off. So yeah, so now it's just Hectado, Manhattan, and J-Bob. Any of you guys like still around and still feeling like number 5 is the best play? Or have you guys all left and missed our ensuing discussion and I can just sort of disregard your votes and declare 3 the winner? Bunt saying the fact that his teammate jumps into the net is super sketch as well. That's definitely true. Shutson saying 6'9", it really bugs me how you come here and explain what the defense should actually be doing in any given situation and then abandon us to work it out for ourselves for a few more days. Help us out, please. Yep. Kenny saying the guy was legit driving in circles. Look at the clip. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. 6'9" saying even with no comms, back post would apply the pressure. What's that guy doing rotating on the same side as the ball? Poor defense, poor gameplay all around. Shiny saying watching it for a while opened up a lot of things. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna wait like another minute or so for, who was it? Hectado, Manhattan, and J-Bob. Yeah, for any of you 3 to say you're still really loving this, or for anyone else to come to its defense. But at the end of a minute, we're giving it all to number 3. This is the insight we need. It was so great when Left came and fucking destroyed Memory's play. I know. Oh my god, that was such vindication. That was so beautiful. I spent like 20 minutes, I mean, not just me, a bunch of us have spent like 20 minutes being like, why the fuck would Garrett be going for that touch on purpose? Why would Memory be predicting that that's what Garrett's going to do? And then everyone's like, well, I don't know. Garrett maybe was seeing that he had a teammate somewhere, and they're making up all these fucking, like, you know, 4D chess conspiracy theories about what Garrett was trying to do. And then Left just came in and was like, yeah, Memory didn't even realize Garrett hit that. It was totally a mistake on Garrett's part. Memory just got lucky. And we were all like, ah, yes, thank you. Made my day. That should be mod, goddammit. Sure. What's up? Hi, how you doing? 6'9" saying, lol, I just wanted to see it round 3. I think it deserved a second look there. I wasn't going to vote for it anyways. Oh, were you one of the people talking about Garrett yesterday? Because, yeah, I was fine with a round 2 vote yeah on it. I still thought it was definitely a really interesting play. I almost tweeted it today. But, yeah, definitely didn't deserve the win. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, you know, nice chill day. Don't have any really great plays today, so just taking it easy. Randomize. Thanks for the follow. Then Karma did the exact same thing on the Spice play. Yeah, right? I actually forgot that Karma also came in and was just like confirmed early. We'd like all agreed that Karma's fake wasn't really a fake by the point Karma showed up. So her showing up being like, yeah, I didn't fake him at all, was sort of just like, we were all like, yeah, we realized. But Leth was like, you know, resolved some battles. And hi, thank you for the follow too. Sorry, I got that backwards. Swear I was following you? Apparently not, but you fixed it. It's all right. I was just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt as I don't pretend to know the mind of a pro. For sure. For sure. Especially Garrett, you know. I wouldn't at all be surprised to find out that Garrett sees the game in a way that I don't, and that he sees opportunities where I don't, and was actually going for one of those. But man, did it not seem like that was the case in that last play, and I think we were pretty much vindicated. I love it when pros talk about these plays because no one gets butthurt about it. Not like they're ever malicious or anything, but it's valid insight. Yeah, right? Not a problem. Thank you for being you and making awesome announcements each week. I'm secretly always excited to see the Gauntlet announcements. Even though I've been spelling Gauntlet wrong for the last month, randomized, you're still excited to see the Gauntlet announcements? That's good. I actually do those announcements every day if you're trying to keep up with, you know, the broader scene. I take it you're OCE, in which case, you know, it's really just Nordic gaming, and you can probably keep up with that on your own. But I do those announcements every day, not just on the weekends. Sorry, yeah, no one coming in and fighting for number 5. So, very, very last chance, but I'm about to give it all to number 3. I know it's okay, and I do always watch. Oh, you're the RPG randomized. Ah, okay. So probably not, probably not OCE then. Oh, yeah, wait, do you guys call your thing the Gauntlet too? I feel like you do. I was thinking of Yummy Cheese Man's Gauntlet, which is the one I've had spelled wrong. But I think RBG, you guys might call yours, one of your things, the Gauntlet, right? Yeah, since Gauntlet number 3. Yeah, you guys also call your thing the Gauntlet. Ah, okay. That's what's going on there. So yeah, I don't think I use the word Gauntlet in yours. I don't know why I do for Yummies. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't even pretend to know the mind of any player. I just know how to play the basics well and can only offer you my opinion and what I would have done in a situation. Yep, for sure. Yeah, no worries, hi. We did before they did, but now there is the NA and the OCE Gauntlet. Yep. 2 different reasonings, for sure. Thanks, Alec, for posting in Discord when you start streaming. You know it, Shutson. Hey, what's up, KBM? They stealing the name, yeah, but alright. This is over. Meeting adjourned, guys. We going for number 3. So congratulations, Cannibal! You are our winner for today.